So are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you are now recording. So there you go.
Thank you for joining today. I'm your presenter today. My name is Zoe. I'm a self-advocate, and today we'll talk about self-advocacy and self-determination. Try not to confuse the two.
Yep, that's right.
A little about me, and oh, this slide gives an overview of the things we'll talk about today. I love to read.
Hang on, Zoe, let me get into the. There you go.
I love to read. I'm a high school graduate, and I'm also a self-advocate. What's self-advocacy? Having the opportunity to know your rights and responsibilities, to stand up for them, and make choices about your own life. Being a self-advocate allows people with disabilities to speak up for themselves. Self-advocacy improves the quality of life for people with disabilities.
Go ahead. Yep.
Self-advocacy allows you to speak up for yourself. It's important to know your rights and responsibilities when you advocate for yourself. Advocating for yourself is important because it helps improve your quality of life. Self-advocacy is people speaking up for things that they see as important for themselves. Informed people expressing themselves, something everyone can do. You can advocate by speaking up for yourself. It is important to be educated about what you're advocating for, so you know how to talk to people about what you want. Anyone can be a self-advocate. And here are some things that self-advocacy is not. A fad, sleeping through your dreams, just for certain people. Self-advocacy is not a fad. A fad is something that doesn't last, but self-advocacy is here to stay. Self-advocacy does not mean letting your dream pass you by. You can advocate to make your dreams come true. Advocacy is for everyone. So you don't be intimidated and think you can't do it. I did it and still do, and you can do too. And you can too. Now let's watch a video. It's about self-advocacy. Why choose that play button?
Hang on. We're gonna watch the video.
This is a metabolism killer. This is a metabolism killer. And even this.
And what you'll need. If you know what the issue is, it will be easier to ask for help. Self-advocacy. Learning to self-advocate. This is a skill that is important to your
I have no clue.
overall well-being. What does it mean to self-advocate? Self-advocating means to speak up for yourself, to ask for what you need, to ask questions, and for help. How do you already self-advocate? Examples of advocating for yourself includes asking your foster parents to eat something specific for dinner, asking your workplace for more hours, asking your teacher for more time with an assignment. Remember, we should always be respectful when asking. How can you gain more self-advocacy skills? Examples of gaining self-advocacy skills include to learn how to speak or stand up for yourself, to know what is important to you, to know how to respectfully ask for what you need, and to practice. There are 5 key steps a person can take to help them with self-advocating. In the next slides, we'll review these steps more in depth. Step 1. Identify and clarify. In this step, you'll want to ask yourself, what is the issue? What do you need or want? Be clear and specific about the issue and what you'll need. If you know what the issue is, it will be easier to ask for help. Step 2. Reach out. In this step, you'll want to reach out to someone you trust, someone you think might help. Remember, you can reach out to different people and consider creating a plan with a trusted person if you need to ask someone else to solve this issue. Step 3. Have courage. In this step, you'll need to believe in yourself. You are worth it. Remember that it's not always easy to speak up, but you deserve to be heard. Take one step at a time, practice what you're going to say, and be prepared that you may not always get what you want. Step 4. Speak up. In this step, you'll want to speak to the person who can help you solve the issue you have. Choose the right time and place for a meaningful conversation. Be specific when explaining to the person what you need and how to support you. Maintain respect during the conversation and afterwards. Step 5. Reflect. In this step, you'll want to check in with yourself about what happened, how the conversation went, what did you learn, what could you do next, and are there any next steps for you to take? Now that we've walked through the 5 steps of self-advocacy, remember that it is okay to ask for help. It takes courage to ask for help. You may not always get what you want, and remember, you either win or you learn, but you never lose.
Just excited to share the experience with her. Yo,
Okay. Now back to the presentation. Okay.
Wasn't that kind of weird?
Oh. There we go.
Now, what is self-determination? Self-determination is an idea that includes people choosing and setting their own goals, being involved in making life decisions, self-advocating, and working to reach their goals. Self-determination involves people with disabilities claiming their basic civil rights. Self-determination requires hard work and collaboration. Want me to go on this one?
What?
Want me to go on to the what
Yeah.
was right now?
Yep.
Self-determination focuses on people with disabilities choosing what they want in life and making decisions and working to reach their goals and making their dreams come true. It can take hard work, but it's worth it. I made medical decisions, but talked to my parents and my doctors when I have questions. I have a job that I love. It has been my choice to stay at the job. It has taken a lot of work, but my dreams are coming true. Now, self-determination is a process that is different for each person. It is person-centered and person-directed. It acknowledges the rights of people with disabilities. Self-determination is different for each person because we are all unique. Now here's what self-determination isn't. A one-size-fits-all process, predetermined lifestyle or services, someone else making decisions for another person. It is not the same for everyone because we are all different and have different dreams. It is not someone else's choice. Choosing our lives. Someone else making all of the decisions. Self-advocacy, self-determination, and self-determination together go together. And let's watch another video. Which in case is my final one.
Teacher just like you. I teach sixth grade science, and if you're anything like me, you've wasted your playing time trying to find a video.
I would like to explain the concept of what we mean when we say the word self-advocacy. Self-advocacy is a civil rights movement. The purpose of self-advocacy is to empower people with developmental and other disabilities to speak up for ourselves make our own decisions, and to recognize and respond to forms of discrimination and people being treated unfairly. Self-determination and self-advocacy go hand in hand. Remember, it's my life. People's input and opinions are helpful, but when it really, really comes down to it, it's what I say matters. It's what I think that really matters. I may rely on other people's support, and the same goes with people with disabilities in general. But really, what it comes down to is I'm in the driver's seat. And not just me, but people with disabilities are really the ones in the driver's seat. Because who knows us better than we know ourselves?
Self-advocacy has changed my life because it gave me a voice before I started self-advocacy in 2006. So, because of getting involved with self-advocacy, I have a voice. I'm making new friends every day.
Self-advocacy is really all about helping other people, helping yourself stand up and find your voice. It helps if you can speak up for yourself. That's one thing I work on constantly with good amounts of advocacy, get speaking up for myself and being a voice for those who maybe don't feel like they have a voice, who feel like they've been ignored for too long, and they need someone who can help them. Also, don't talk about us behind our backs, or presume just because we have a disability that we can't do stuff. Just presume that we're capable at being awesome, and that we're people. We have feeling that we can do, what people without disabilities can do. Sometimes we can do it a little bit better. So that's the one big takeaway I hope you guys get from this video.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Vaughn, do you have any questions for Zoe about self-advocacy and self-determination? If you do, you can type it in the chat.
Individual advocacy is a form of advocacy where an advocate is assigned to assist somebody who has a particular problem, issue, difficulty that they're faced with, that they've been unable to resolve themselves. So you might benefit from having.
There we go. Nope, no questions? Okay. I am gonna close out these breakout rooms and we'll meet back with Carrie. Hi, Carrie.